All right. I want to talk about here my final predictions heading into the season, who I think is going to win each and every division um, in the NFL this year. Who are my teams? Who are my 14 playoff teams? This is look, just so for the record, I didn't go like one by one on these games. I'm just giving you my predictions. And we're going to start off with the AFC East, where you got the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots, and New York Jets. Everyone is saying, hey, can the Bills get over this hump? Can they get to a Super Bowl, win their division? I just think this team has had so much bad things happen to them. Josh Allen's had to carry them. I think this is going to be Sean McDermott's last year as a head coach for the Buffalo Bills. I think they're going to have a down year. They might make the playoffs, but I don't think they win the division. I think the Miami Dolphins actually win this division. I think the Dolphins' offense is highly underrated. I think teams don't respect the Miami Dolphins enough. And I think this is the year the Miami Dolphins actually go ahead and win their division and get to the playoffs comfortably. The AFC North. I mean, if you watch the live show, you know how I feel about the Baltimore Ravens. So give me the Ravens again to win this division. Cincinnati's going to be good, but I don't know Joe Burrow's health. The Browns' defense is really damn good, but Deshaun Watson's a question mark. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, I don't think are the answer. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to win the division of the AFC North. The AFC South, the Titans. Ugh, they're not very good. But you got three teams who are. The Colts. Anthony Richardson is a absolute fun player to watch, to say the least. But I saw a stat, about Anthony Richardson the other day. You know what? Anthony Richardson started 17 games since high school. 17. That's one full NFL season. I think the Colts would be frisky, but not necessarily a playoff team. Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, the Prince, the guy I love. I love Trevor Lawrence. Like, give me Trevor Lawrence any day of a week to start my franchise. They were 8-3 last year before he got hurt. 8-3. They won a playoff game the year before. He was hurt and banged up all of the second half of last season. His offensive line was banged up. They had some problems. And then the Houston Texans, a team that came out of nowhere last year. CJ Stroud is a superstar in the making. They have the weapons and they have a lot of firepower. But give me the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this division of the AFC South. We're not going chalk all the way here. The AFC West, the Broncos, rebuild. Bo Nix, rookie quarterback. Should be good, but he's a rookie quarterback. But don't forget, Sean Payton had the Broncos team actually playing some pretty good football and in a playoff hunt last year, despite so much turmoil, so many problems with Russell Wilson. And even though Russ actually had a little bit of a better year than people give him credit for last year, they're still not, I don't think, very good. The Chiefs, Super Bowl defending champions. If you watch a live show, I just gave you everything I needed to give you about the Chiefs. The Raiders. I think this is a team in complete rebuild right now. I think they're going to be a little frisky. Gardner Minshew can win you some games, but this is not a playoff team. And then the Los Angeles Chargers. Harbaugh. Come on. It's Harbaugh. He's never failed as a coach anywhere. San Diego State turned him around. Stanford turned him into a smash mouth football team. The 49ers, great. Michigan, national champs. The Chargers are going to be good because their head coach is so great. But still give me the Chiefs to win the division. They're the defending Super Bowl champions. And until someone knocks them off that throne, I have them winning the division. But that gives us 3 wild card teams from the AFC. Wild card teams, this is in no particular order. Give me the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud, I think, is just too good now. I think he's that quarterback that doesn't matter what team he is. He's going to win 9-10 games every year. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers. Harbaugh, first season, he turns around programs and teams quickly. I don't think there's a world here where Jim Harbaugh goes into a new program with a quarterback like Justin Herbert, who is solid. I know he's battling plantar fasciitis right now, but they're going to make the playoffs. And give me the New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a solid season. I think they're going to be vying for that AFC East title, but I don't think they win it. But give me the Jets as a third wild card team. So once again, my playoff teams from the AFC: Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Kansas City Chiefs as division champions. My wild card: the Chargers, the Jets, and the Houston Texans. Those are the playoff teams from the AFC. Now let's go to the NFC. And we're going to start off with the NFC East. Of course, you have the Cowboys, America's team, the most talked about team. They did re-sign CeeDee Lamb. They have this Dak Prescott contract just looming hard. Mike McCarthy's on the hot seat. By the way, how many damn Mick something coaches are there? McCarthy, McDonald, McVay, McDermott, McDaniel. There's a lot of Mick coaches. McCarthy is one of them. He's on a hot seat in a way. But this team's won 12 games for a reason. The Giants, they got Daniel Jones at quarterback. I'm begging Giant fans and the Giant New York media, don't run Brian Daboll out of town. He's a good coach. He just has no quarterback. The Commanders are going to be frisky. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be really fun to watch. I think he's going to be a little bit Steph Curry-esque where he's kind of changing the game. And you got the Eagles. Nick Sirianni is also on the hot seat. Jalen Hurts kind of had a really, really good year and then kind of fizzled last year. But I think they just have too much talent. But still, give me the Dallas Cowboys to win the NFC East. Let's move on to the NFC North, where you have the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, rookie. He's going to be good. He's going to be electric. I think he's going to be fun to watch, but he's still a rookie, and Eberflus is still their head coach. But the weapons galore on this team. This is a weird Chicago Bears team. Usually when we talk about Chicago Bears, we're talking about defense of football, monsters of a midway. This year, I think we're going to be talking about the offense. The Detroit Lions finally have a good roster and a good team. If you look at their schedule, they have so many games in domes and really nice weather all season long. They're going to be good. The Green Bay Packers. I love Jordan Love. I think he takes a huge step up this year and becomes one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. And I love this Packers roster. And then the Minnesota Vikings. I'm sorry, guys. You got Sam Darnold at quarterback. I'm not going to give you guys too much credit on anything here. I think you guys are going to be having a horrible year. But give me the Green Bay Packers to win this division. The Packers win the NFC North. The NFC South, probably the worst division in football. Falcons have one of the easiest schedules you'll ever see in the NFL. And if Kirk Cousins doesn't work out, they can go right to Michael Penix Jr. The Saints, Dennis Allen, I just don't think is a legit head coach. Derek Carr, all reports are even the Saints fans hate him. Maybe Spencer Rattler's at quarterback by the end of the season. The Buccaneers had a good season last year. But can Baker Mayfield replicate that success? And of course, the Carolina Panthers. I think they're going to be better than people think. I think Bryce Young is not a complete and utter bust. He's bad last year, but he's also in a horrible situation. So I actually think the Panthers could have a little bit of a better season than they did last year. Not a playoff team or anything like that, but just a better season. But the Falcons' schedule and roster is just too good and too easy. Give me the Falcons to win the NFC South. And on to the NFC West. Rams, another year where they're going to be looking for revenge. They're coming off a year where they somehow ended up being a lot better than people expected. Matt Stafford is not getting any younger. But in general, Matt Stafford's a really good quarterback. And I think he's going to have a good year. And I think the Rams are going to actually have a very nice season. The Cardinals, I think, are going to be better. Kyler Murray is going to be better. The division's just too tough, though. I think this is going to be one of those years where the NFC West has 4 teams that can win 8, 9, 10 games. The 49ers, I know people want to dance on their grave, including myself, who's a Seahawks fan, but this team is great. Kyle Shanahan's too good. They got Trent Williams back right before the season. They're going to be fine. And then the Seattle Seahawks, my Seattle Seahawks, a team that is legitimately a sleeper contender. Maybe I'm biased, but I just love all reports coming out of Mike McDonald's camp. I think the Seahawks will be frisky good, but still give me the San Francisco 49ers to win that division. My wild cards, the Detroit Lions. Like I said, they're just going to be good. Good teams make the playoffs. Plain and simple. The Los Angeles Rams. I think a Sean McVay coach team. I think Cooper Kupp is going to have a big season. I know they lost Aaron Donald, but I still think the Rams will be good this season. And my third wild card team is the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are going to be actually vying for that division title. They're not going to win it, but they're going to be up there. Notable teams to miss the playoffs. Eagles just outside. The Bears just outside looking in. And the Commanders also just outside looking in, as well as the Cardinals. Once again, NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys. The NFC North, the Detroit Lions. NFC South, the Atlanta Falcons. And the NFC West, the San Francisco 49ers. And our 3 wild cards are the Seattle Seahawks, the Los Angeles Rams, and the Detroit Lions. My AFC Championship game is Dolphins in the AFC Championship game against the Ravens, with the Ravens reaching the Super Bowl. My NFC Championship game is the 49ers versus Packers, with the Packers reaching the Super Bowl. And as I said on my preview show yesterday, I have the Baltimore Ravens winning the Super Bowl this season. All right, guys, thank you for watching.